These 5 notorious hijackings have etched themselves into the annals of aviation history, triggering profound changes in air travel security and international cooperation. Join us as we uncover the captivating narratives behind these events and recognize their ongoing significance in shaping our approach to safety in the skies. 1. TWA Flight 847, 1985. On June 14, 1985, Trans World Airlines, TWA, Flight 847 was hijacked by members of Hezbollah, an Islamic extremist group. The flight was en route from Athens to Rome when the hijackers took control. They demanded the release of prisoners held in Israeli and Lebanese custody. Over the next 17 days, the hijackers forced the plane to land in Beirut, Algiers, and back to Beirut. During this time, they beat and eventually murdered U.S. Navy diver Robert Stetham. The remaining passengers were released after negotiations, and the incident highlighted the vulnerability of airlines to terrorist attacks. 2. Air France Flight 139, 1976. On June 27, 1976, Air France Flight 139 was hijacked by 2 members of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, External Operations, PFLPO. The flight was traveling from Tel Aviv to Paris when it was diverted to Entebbe Airport in Uganda. The hijackers, with the support of the Ugandan government led by Idi Amin, held the passengers hostage, demanding the release of Palestinian and other prisoners. Israeli commandos executed a daring rescue mission known as Operation Thunderbolt, during which they successfully rescued most of the hostages and neutralized the hijackers. 3. Pan Am Flight 73, 1986. On September 5, 1986, Pan Am Flight 73 was hijacked at Karachi International Airport in Pakistan by 4 heavily armed members of the Abu Nidal terrorist group. The plane was preparing to depart for Frankfurt and then onward to New York when the hijackers stormed the aircraft. They demanded the pilots take off and fly to Cyprus. However, the crew delayed the departure and evacuated the aircraft, thus preventing the hijackers from taking control. In the ensuing hours, Pakistani commandos stormed the plane and neutralized the hijackers, but unfortunately, 20 passengers were killed during the operation. 4. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 961, 1996. On November 23, 1996, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 961 was hijacked by 3 Ethiopians seeking political asylum. The plane was traveling from Addis Ababa to Nairobi when the hijackers took control and demanded to be flown to Australia. However, due to limited fuel, the pilots were forced to ditch the plane into the Indian Ocean near the Comoros Islands. Sadly, 125 of the 175 people on board lost their lives in the crash, including the hijackers. The incident highlighted the risks and challenges involved in dealing with hijackings over water. 5. Dawson's Field Hijackings, 1970. On September 6, 1970, 3 hijackings took place almost simultaneously, carried out by the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, PFLP. The hijackers targeted 3 planes: TWA Flight 741, Swissair Flight 100, and BOAC Flight 775. The planes were diverted to Dawson's Field, a remote airstrip in Jordan. The hijackers demanded the release of prisoners and the publication of a political manifesto. The passengers and crew were eventually released, but the planes were blown up as a show of solidarity with Palestinian causes. This incident prompted significant changes in airport security measures worldwide. These 5 notorious hijackings have etched themselves into the annals of aviation history, triggering profound changes in air travel security and international cooperation. Join us as we uncover the captivating narratives behind these events and recognize their ongoing significance in shaping our approach to safety in the skies. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.